All right, good morning, good afternoon, hello everyone, depends on what part of the globe you are at. My high vibrational manifestors, spiritually awakened, enlightened people, chosen ones. If you're watching this is what all of you are. Because this is the only way you're going to find this content. The universe is an algorithm, so it's going to give you what your higher self has been searching for. So that means if you're watching this, congratulations, you won the universal lottery. You're going to be very, very successful, because only highly tuned, high-minded individuals will find this stuff, or what I'm talking to you about. All right, so let's go. Question: how do I get out of state of needing to a state of accepting? What's the problem with needing or wanting something, and how do you put the mindset of accepting or having it already yours? Okay, great question. Hi, good morning, everybody. Papa Goro, my guy. A lot has changed my life since watching your channel. I'm so happy. Well, guess what? Get ready to change more, because what I'm about to teach you guys now is going to take you to the next level. And I'm going to teach you now a state of mindset, a state of perception, and I'm going to give you some languages to use, a mantra, whatever you want to call it, that will shift you into a state of whatever it is that you want to get. Okay? So here's something. A lot of people, a lot of us, right? We want and we need. In our minds, I want to get out of debt. I need to win the lottery. Why do I need to win the lottery? Because I need to have financial success. I need to get my business going. I want to have my own business. I want to stop working at this job. I want this, I want that. I want more money. I want more health. I want more stuff. In your mind, you're saying these things and you're thinking that I'm going to get it. You're not going to get it. You see, in your mind, there's two different people operating, two different levels operating. One of your mind is eavesdropping like this. The silent watcher, I like to call it. The subconscious mind is the silent watcher. It just listens, but it doesn't interact back with you. It'll eavesdrop on your conversation. I want, I need. When it says I want, I need, the message to the subconscious is, I'm going to push away what you want or you need. You're not going to get it. I'm just going to keep pushing it away from you. And the reason why your subconscious does that, guys, is because there is no lack that exists in the subconscious. There is only limitless. You have limitless mind and you have limited mind. Subconscious is infinity mind. So in an infinity mind, every possibility opens for you. So the point is, in the subconscious, in your mind right now, it literally believes, deep down in your subconscious, the map in your subconscious says that you are never in a state of lack. You always have what you want or desire, because there exist infinite realms of possibilities with you experiencing. So there cannot be any lack in there. That's what your subconscious believes. So whenever you push lack to the subconscious, I need to get out of debt, I want more, subconscious now gets a glitch. It's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Wait a minute. You can't have debt or lack, because you're infinite, you're limitless. So first time it ignores that. It doesn't give it. It says, okay, I can't give you lack. I'm going to ignore it. But when you keep pushing it, it has no choice but to accept it, because it's a programmable mind. It's a mind of repetition. So you keep saying, I need to get out of debt. I need to win. I need to have this. I want this. I want this. Subconscious says, all right, man, since I can't give you what you already have, let me give you the opposite on the infinite spectrum level. Let me give you more of what you don't want. Let me give you more of the need. Are you following me on that now? So, need is only going to give you more need. Want is only going to give you more want. So the trick is, you have to operate from a sense of already having it. Not that you will have it, that you already have it, that you have accepted that. Okay, I'm in debt. Okay, accept that you already out of debt. Accept that debt, you don't have any debt. That's what I mean. Accept it. So the question becomes, man, how do I accept something that I've never experienced before? I'm in debt. I need more money. I need my business to grow. I want to be more successful. How can I experience that, Mark, that I've never experienced it before? All I've experienced is the lack or the need or the debt. So how you're telling me that to experience something that hasn't even happened to me? Well, I got news for you. The something you're talking about has already happened. Not only has it happened, it's happening now. And it's happened millions and trillions of times over. And it keeps happening and it keeps happening. The problem is you don't remember it. The reason why you don't remember it is because you have an ego, and your ego doesn't have the capacity and the power to recall every single memory of your past lives. In your past life, of your incarnation, of consciousness, you've already achieved debt-free. You've already been out of it. You've already won the lottery. You've already won the business. You already increased. It has already been done, but it's all stored in the unconscious. And because you're here and you're in the 3D, your mind caps. So it says, we never experienced it. So all you have to do is just go back and pull up that memory, man. See, it's not rocket science. So how do I pull up a memory? So you're telling me that I have already got my business. I've already make more money than I've ever imagined. I've already won the lottery if that's what I want. I've already got the health that I want. I've already started my career, whatever. You're telling me that I've done all of that already? That makes no sense. How can that happen? Why don't I remember it? Why can't? Well, the reason you cannot remember it is because the processing power of the mind, your conscious mind, which you engage in every day, is severely limited. The unconscious mind is severely infinite. It records every information. For the record, did you know that every single thing in this universe that you're living on right now, you cannot destroy it? You cannot, when you go to your phone and you delete your messages and you delete your pictures and it goes out, that information doesn't go anywhere. It's still in the field. When you erase information on your computer, it doesn't erase. The trash, it doesn't go, it cannot disappear. Whatever existed cannot unexist. It's still there in the field. Now, if you have technology, you could go and take the qubits of the information that's scattered and you can bring them back, and you can bring up all your pictures, all your messages from 10, 15 years, all the information that's been broadcasting since the 1920s, all that is still there, man. You cannot destroy information, my friends. So what is the natural language of the universe? Information. So all your experiences in the past, all your thoughts, all your past lives, they are still out there. Quantum physics shows us energy can never be created or destroyed, only can transfer forms. Study of black holes now show us that the universe is actually a two-dimensional surface, like a simulation, and the information is spread across it, known as qubits of information. And the information can never be destroyed. It may look like you delete it. Even go to your cloud. I'm going to delete my information. No, you cannot delete anything. So that means all of your experiences are still there in the field. So how do you bring it up? You go back to recreate it, and it will download back, and then it will be reflected back, and then your conscious mind will get it, and then it will fix it, and you will experience it. Mark, if we live in a multi-dimensional world, how can one download the best version of yourself? That's what I'm going to show you right now. It's a very simplistic thing to do. All right. So now I said, give you an example. Okay, I don't want to be in debt. I need more money. I'm in debt. I have to win the lottery to fix my financial freedom. I want to this. Okay, here's what you do. Now you move from that state, and then you go into the state now. I've already won the lottery. I've accepted to win. I'm out of the debt. So the first step to get into yourself is to use the imagination. You have to visualize or see an image of what it would look like to be out of debt. So you already know what it's like to be in debt. That's automatic. You could close your eyes and you see that because you're experiencing that every day. So what you do is you flip the script now. You imagine what it would look like to be out of debt. That's going to start to pull up the memory from one of your past lives and incarnation that you were never in debt. You were a very wealthy, successful person. That's stored in the field, people. Before I go on, I got to say something to you. Every single thing that has ever happened, that will happen, is happening right now. Anything that you can imagine, or something you can't even imagine yet, has already happened. So what I'm telling you and what I'm teaching you, I'm showing you, is that anything that is possible has already happened for you, to you, in a past incarnated life. You've already experienced it. So let's get that in your head. So there is a point where you were very successful and you were never in debt. There's a point where you were at total health. It happens over and over. Physics is showing us that. So let's get that clear. So now, so you can go into that and pull it up by just imagining what it would look like. Okay, that's the first part of it. The next part now is we're going to use our vocal cords. We're going to now talk it into existence. We're going to use the affirmation and we're going to mix it in with a statement. So here's what it is. Give an example for debt. You need to get out of debt. So you say this, wow, I am so happy and grateful to be financially stable. Boom. Next one. Why am I so financially stable? Boom. That's it. Why is my life so much better financially? See how that works? Why is everything working out for me financially? Why did I make so much money so quickly, easily, and effortlessly? See, I went back into the past with that. When I say, why did I? Because it already happened. That's even more powerful. Okay. Those two techniques right there will pull up your past life memory. That's stored in the subconscious of a reality that you lived, that you've experienced the very thing that you want to get out of. It's in the field. You cannot delete that. So by whatever anyone tells you about anything in the world, oh, the information is deleted, it's gone. Technically, in the 3D world, it's gone. But in the natural world of science and physics, of how the universe works, it's never gone. It's there. What happens is the information gets compressed. When it gets compressed, it scatters into pieces. The electrons and the pieces of that information are still scattered in the dimension of the field. And you can recreate it and pull it back in and reconstruct it again as an experience for you to live in your life. There's never a thing of saying too much affirmations. However, if you keep saying affirmations to the point, you can create resistance because your subconscious has already got it. So let's go into that now. When is it the right time to let go and to start to just be more chill and stop trying to push stuff? Okay? When you feel resistance in your mind, when you feel your mind is telling you stop, it's doing too much, that's your subconscious talking to you. Say, hey, I've got this. I'm going to work on creating it. So the key to all of this is you have to see from the perspective, that's what I said, mindset is not that you will get it, that you have already gotten it, and that it's already happening. And you do that with the imagination, you do that with your vocal cords. Those two things now will bring up the memory that has already been stored. Some people call it the Akashic records, they call it the field, they call it the superconscious mind. But I can tell you one thing, we now know it's real. We now know that all information can never be destroyed. When scientists were studying black holes and the event horizon about black holes, and they would see that light would go into the black holes, and they call it the singularity. And the singularity is a point where it's laws of physics break down, where they say, well, information can't. So what they discovered, Stephen Hawking said this, is called Hawking radiation. They proved now that any information that gets stored or inside, it gets spewed back out, and it gets splattered across the surface of the black hole, which is called the event horizon. Everything is information now, you know that, right? You and I are made up of information. Our DNA is what? Codes of information, right? Everything is information. So when you try to destroy it, it just transforms into another form. It goes back into the first law of thermodynamics. You cannot destroy energy, right? Only can't be created or destroyed, only change form. So you see how everything is going back into science and physics and shows how stuff works. So everything gets splattered back out there. Now, there is only one intelligence or consciousness that can bring that information back to the regular form. You and I can't do that. No matter what technology we have, we can't go back out there and pick up, because we just don't have the technology. But there is a technology that can do that. It is called your consciousness. It is called your subconscious, because it operates outside of the laws of physics. Your subconscious does not live in space and time. You and I are experiencing an illusion of space and time. There's no space or time in the subconscious mind. There's only now. Let that sink in. So because it exists outside of that, and there's also your higher version of you outside of that, along with the subconscious is the part that gets, the subconscious is the tool that you use from the spiritual realm to send information to your avatar body here, to your limited mind here. So your subconscious and the higher self is the tool. Your higher self has your subconscious as a tool, and what happens is it goes back and it looks and scans all of the incarnation of your past lives, man, of these infinite realities that you've existed and lived, and copies of you. And it sees, oh, there's a copy version of him where he's debt free. Oh, there's a copy version of him where Mark won the lottery. Oh, there's a copy version of where she did this. Okay, now that they brought up the memory of it, let me go and retrieve it, because they're telling me they want to experience it. So I'll send it to you. So he sends it to you, and then when you repeat it, it then imprints and becomes your physical reality again. I could prove to you right now. I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I could, because there are some people here might be saying, oh man, okay, they got that. You got me with the science part, but I don't know about these all past life stuff, man. All this infinite stuff, man. I don't know about that stuff. Well, let me show you something. Explain to me this, and then I will stop. Explain to me how a 2-year-old kid that has been born, a 2-year-old kid, from the day he's 2, he starts playing with music stuff. He loves music. He keeps telling his mom, music, 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 da da da. Then one day their parents get a piano, and this 2-year-old kid, now he's 3-year-old, he sits on the piano, and the kid starts playing the piano, note for note. Never taught music lessons, never. How the heck can a 2-year-old kid know how to play a piano? They say, oh, that's a savant, he's a genius. Okay, what makes him a genius? How can a kid, the only way that 2-year-old kid can play a piano is if he's learned it before. That's correct. He has learned it before. That was one of his past life. It was just brought back when he came back, and he remembered it, so he started playing the piano, because the information has been stored in his DNA. Its information has been stored in there. All of us are the same way. The reason why you remember your past life when you were a kid is because you didn't develop a critical divide yet. You didn't develop a logic and structural conscious mind. Your conscious mind didn't come online until you're 7 or 8. When you get 7 or 8 years old, it shuts off from you remembering your past life. That's why most kids remember their reincarnation in their past life, because they're operating in a theta state, which is a subconscious. They're in a highly meditative state of consciousness, and all the information is there because there's no filter to stop it. So that's why they remember it. So I'm just showing you how this stuff works, that they don't teach you, and that you will never find this stuff about how this stuff works, because they won't put it like this. But this is how it works, my friends. This is the world that we live in. Your DNA, deoxynucleic acid, it's information. It's all in numbers, zeros and ones, that the universe, they're all coded information, and you have that in you right now. So what happens now is when you remember, oh, I was debt free, I did this and that. and you brought the imagination, and you start talking about it. Now it triggers the subconscious to go into the field and pick up the experience. All right, so here, okay, here I found a past life, man, where you were this. So let me just bring it back, and so that you can get it again in this life. And then when you repeat it over and over, here's what's going to happen now. Your physical world is going to start to change little by little. You're going to start to see little success, and you're going to like, man, what? I'm just so lucky now. I'm getting all these opportunities. Where is this coming from? You know where it's coming from. It's coming from you, from your memory. Every single human being here has infinite memories that's stored in the field. You're cut off from your infinite memory because of your conscious mind and because of the matrix programming to you. They teach you and they hid it from you, and they don't talk about it. They focus everything on your conscious logical mind. They try to keep you focused and distract you with lack, with fear, with the news, with competition, with all these things that are just ego based. That's what they teach you for. Ego based. They want you to be in an ego state of mind. They don't want you to be in a higher vibrational state of mind. When you're in a higher vibrational state of mind, that's where you're going to remember how powerful you are. So this is why you're here. So they like cap off your information from you. How do you access infinite memory? Imagination. Just imagine what it would look like for you to have whatever you want, because you've done it before. Speak about it in the question form. Wow, why does it feel so good to be financially free? Why is my life so happy and harmonious now that I have more than enough money I desire? You don't want to say, wow, why am I debt free? You don't want to say that, because your subconscious is logical. All it's going to hear is debt. It's not going to hear the word free. It's going to say, why am I debt? So you're going to still think you're in debt. So instead of saying debt free, just say, why am I so financially stable now? So all this stuff you're learning, and it's the beginning for you. So that's it. That's what I want to leave you with today. And I'll see you next time.